If you're new to this channel, my name's Joseph, and I'm trying to make $25,000 in trading profits this year. I've been trading for about 2 years at the time of this recording, and while it hasn't been easy, I've made real progress towards profitability. Now I'm taking a step forward and putting a number on it, a goal, 25K in profits in 1 year. This is the 25K day trading challenge. And I'm asking myself, can I really do this? Uh, well, I think it's reasonable. I've got the strategy, I got the data, I'm working on discipline. I know the game is brutal, but this is uh, this is the challenge. And so I've been break even. I've been making profits, and I just want to put some real money on the line and test to see if I can be consistent. And I know that the challenge is more than just the money. It's about consistency. It's about sticking to the plan. And I'm here to just show my real trading journey. It's not a light, real light. It's just real. It's just keeping it real. You're gonna see the real numbers, the real progress, the setbacks, and this is more so for myself because I want to document it, but I want to share this journey and hope that you can follow me on this journey, that you would like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what you think, because hopefully this will help you as well. And I'll put a cross there because it's going to take a miracle. But yeah, no, I'm not going in it lightly. I know that it's a big deal. Many of us who are in trading, maybe that's you, want to do this as a career, want to quit your job, want to do this full time. But there's a reality that a lot of people fail, and there's only a small percentage that can do this full time. I think that if that's where you want to take it, we have to take it seriously as a business. We have to really work hard and make the time to continue to progress towards that goal. And so, in summary, basically, the year is 2026 when I'm starting this. Whenever you watch this, or if you watch this at a later date, I'm starting this challenge in 2026, 25K day trade challenge with a margin account of 30K. And my daily goal is $100. $100 to me seems reasonable. When I first started trading, I was like hoping to make 1,000 a day, 500 a day, watching these YouTube videos. They make it look so easy. And as I began trading, I was obviously over leveraged, oversized, and yeah, I was able to make hundreds of dollars. But then I would lose all that money in one trade because I was oversized. And over time, I don't know if you've experienced this, you've learned like, you know, it is possible to make that money, but you have to be realistic on where you are, and you gotta start to progress on what level that you're in skill wise, money wise. The more money you have, I think that's a factor too that many don't talk about. Is like if you have a larger account, you're gonna be able to make more. But with 30K, I believe that it's reasonable to make $100 a day. And during my 2 years, I was able to break even and see some profits to be able to make a certain amount. So I came up with that $100. And believe it or not, even that $100 is not easy to take out of the market. And maybe there's out people out there who, leave a comment, let me know. Maybe $100 to you is like easy. And I would love to get there one day. But for me, I'll be happy with getting $100 at this point in time, to where it equates to about $2,100 per month, which is why it came up with the 25K. Because obviously the market's closed, there's not open every day, but on average, you could probably make 2,100 if you do $100 a day. That's if you trade at least when the market is open. So that's how I came up with the number for the challenge. And so I'm making this video on February 7th. And so I already have uh, some data from January. And so I'm just going to share the January progress review of where I am thus far, so far. And let's look at the calendar. So I put together tracking and tallying my daily progress. And on the first week of the trading year, I was able to make $166.12. So for the week, I was good way to start the week. I was profitable. I was green. I was above my daily goal. So it started off really well. Moving along, Monday, I was 146. So it was looking good. I was excited. And I think moving on to Tuesday, um, I, I made that mistake that really set me back. And I'm only very thankful that I was able to recoup some of that losses on Thursday, as you see here. But this was already just how many days? 4 days, 3 trading days in the beginning of the year, and I already lost $642. Like this is what I'm saying. $100 may seem easy, but you can lose it so fast. And um, I made a video, or I'm going to make a video specifically about this trade and how I lost $642. But it was definitely a learning experience and something that hopefully I can continue to grow from. And this is the whole point. It's like, you got to be consistent. You got to keep your losses very low and your profits consistent, and that's how you're gonna make it in the long run. A lot of new traders, and I know maybe some of you experience this. You can be doing well, and then one big loss just takes away all your profits. And so that's what we want to avoid. That's what I want to avoid. And so thankfully, I was able to recoup some of that loss and made this $427 um, trade, and made $87 here to be able to at least be green for the week. Um, Moving forward to the third week, uh, this was probably my most consistent, and I kept my losses low. And ideally, I want to make 100 daily goal, and max loss would be 100 ideally. Um, so this was probably the best week out of the month, because even though I made more profits here and here, I started to get over leveraged and oversized. And in fact, this loss here was due to me being margin called. And so I had to sell some of my shares in order for me not to get margin called, or to get back into good standing with my account. And so even though I made $417, it was a bad week of trading. Even though I was able to get green here with $20.11, it was a bad week of trading. And this, I recall, was more consistent. And here again, I think I started to just get over leveraged, oversized, and I was making profits, but had to sell just to get back into right standing with my account. On Monday, I was making the same mistakes. Even though I should have learned here, I got rewarded for bad behavior and still was able to make money, oversizing, 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 and without not going into the details of my trades, which, like I said, I hope to make detailed videos. It does take a lot of time to make these videos, to be quite honest, and so I'm just giving you a recap. Um, but yeah, I didn't trade on the 30th because the oversizing and over leveraging caught up with me, and I actually was unable to trade, and I bag holded a stock. Just like here, I bag holded because I revenge traded, and I ended up bag holding, and I didn't trade, and it just worked towards my favor and saved me. But here I repeated the same behavior, and so as of even right now, I'm still bag holding. It's February 7th. I did not trade for the whole month of February because of just that mistake. And I'm keeping it real. So I had a green month, yes. I didn't meet my goal, but I made $1,800, $1,866.88. I was minus 234, but I'm bag holding moving into February, praying and hoping that price moves up and takes me up out of my situation, or else this 25K challenge is already in a bad situation. And so, like I said, I'm just keeping it real. My main mistakes is probably due to bad risk management. Um, Real briefly for this, without going too much into the trade, like I said, I'll probably make a video of it. I just had my stops. I moved my stops. I put my stop way down, and so it's just bad risk management. Over leveraged, oversized, having no definite stops. If you struggle with those things, let me know. Let me know so I don't feel like I'm alone in this. But I know I got a lot to work on. Overall, I mean, I can, overall, it looks good to see that I can make over $100 and even more. It's just being consistent. And like I said, this is probably the best trades of the week to where, I keep my losses low. Learning to cut losing trades, that's a big deal. That's very important. Just cutting it out. Like I could save myself this loss if I just put a stop and took a loss, took a L. I just hate losing though. If you're like me and you hate losing, put it on the chat because I hate losing, and that's something that I believe as a good trader we have to be good losers. It's just a fact, and it's something I'm trying to work on, but I hate losing, and so um, this is my month's progress review. Again, just keeping it real. Hopefully, this will help you see my progress and my journey, and maybe you want to set your own challenge and do the same thing. But yeah, let me know what you think. Once again, I'd appreciate any comment. Please be nice. I know I suck. I'm trying to get better, just like you. I want us to encourage each other, help each other out, what we can do better. And I'm just keeping it real. So if you please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know. And until next time, let's see if we can actually do this. All right. God bless.